Good evening, Dr. Chen. I'm going to be doing my 5W1H presentation on robotics. So, to begin with, what is robotics? Well, robotics is the creation and utilization of a newer technology that operates under the control of a person who is attempting to complete a task. Robotics are very prevalent in the manufacturing and assembly of many common use devices such as phones, laptops, or even cars. An easy example of a robotics that is something that maybe you have even seen is the robotics in the Roomba. That it is a mechanical and technically sound robot that performs one task. Yet it's a robot. It has no human, pushing it, pulling it, disconnecting a cord, reconnecting a cord. The only thing the human has to take care of is charging, and it's a very simple way to look at robotics that for the most part it is something that you are going to code that will be able to fully think and do on its own. So who is using robotics? Well, robotics is heavily used by manufacturing companies and especially car companies such as Toyota and Ford. The use of this technology allows for a low margin of error within the facilities that then enables the company to produce at the highest efficiency. At the end of the day, the bare bones of this, companies will always react and perform in a way that enhances their own profit, their own visibility within the market. So that is the clear definition and use of robotics within the business sense. So why are they using it? Well, as I just mentioned, creating and automating many tasks that would otherwise take a calculation of human labor and cost is extremely important because a human doing an assembly line or a human controlling what happens in the assembly line is extremely imperative to the success of it. But if a robot can really see and be learned through machine learning and things of that nature of all the errors, all the possibilities, well, then over time it's only going to get better and it's going to be something that a human will no longer have to do. And it also prepares for the incoming automation that requires almost 100% technology in a space where it is not yet implemented. At some point within 50 years, 100 years, or even 1,000 years, robotics can be completely in control of so many different things where a TV can be made from ground up just using a robot. So, where is robotics being used? Well, they're used by many companies outside of manufacturing, especially in the Eastern world, to conduct one code tasks such as I mentioned, the Roomba to vacuum the floor. This simple yet direct form of mechanics is extremely difficult to accomplish with the level of code needed, but it provides even more information for the future to improve on. Maybe with the strands and source code for the Roomba, new companies and new startups could find out different ways to implement robotics into a robot itself, where it could be a personal butler, for example, as Pepper here. So when is it being used? Well, they're used to further automate a lot of human jobs, such as within the assembly of electric vehicles or operation of heavy machinery. They provide businesses the opportunity to increase efficiency output and allow for newer and innovative jobs to be created that directly relate to robotics control. And how can robotics help solve the sustainable development goals and issues in Germany? Well, it's enhanced automation. Robotics will allow for many companies to automate all the functions within the beginning stages of the supply chain that allows for record numbers of output that can naturally lead to more sales, production, profit, revenue, and lower cost of anything than ever. So here's the two truths, one lie about robotics, which is fact and which is false. Robotics is extremely cheap and can be pursued from anywhere. Robotics can automate a lot of supply chain functions, especially manufacturing, and robotics will be increasing in private and business use within the next 5 years. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you.